to learn a little bit more about something that I am so passionate about. And I'm sorry if I get loud and excited because I just am so happy that you guys are here to learn about being a coach and what that means, what it looks like, how fun it can be, all the great perks of being a coach, and where it can take your life. I'm going to cover all that tonight. First of all, my name is Coy Moonka, and I'm going to be running this presentation. I'm the creator and founder of Team Dynamite, which is one of the teams within Team Beachbody, and one of the teams that you'll be joining when you join as a coach. So let's get going. So what we're going to cover on this webinar is who I am, who Team Beachbody is, Team Beachbody as a sustainable company, where did they come from, and where are they going? We're going to talk about our programs, which you may be familiar with. We're going to talk about my very favorite thing, Shakeology. We're going to talk about what a coach is, and actually we're going to talk about what a coach isn't as well. I think that's just as important to know what you don't have to be a coach and what you do. We're going to talk about how to earn, which I'm sure is something you're really curious about. And then maybe the most important thing tonight, how to join. And you'll find that it's so simple. Our mission in Team Beachbody is to help people achieve their goals and enjoy a healthy, fulfilling life. So as I'm going through this presentation tonight, as I'm talking about these different things, keep that mission in mind, because I think you'll find that everything I talk about really fits in with that mission. So, again, I said my name is Coy Moonka. I'm a Star Diamond coach, which basically that just means that I've helped my coaches get to leadership ranks within the company. I used to be an accountant, and I actually was pretty unhappy in my job. I remember wanting to not go to bed at night because I didn't want to get up in the morning and have to go to my job, and I used to make myself sick to the stomach because I had to go to this job that I didn't like. I was overworked. I wasn't paid enough. I was missing out on life. I was at work so much, and it was hard to get time off, and it was really tough. I was missing out on life. It didn't feel like life. So the company actually filed for bankruptcy that I was working with, and they were going to reorganize. So I thought, hey, you know what? This is a great experience. I'm going to stick it out. I'm going to learn how this works so I can put it on my resume, and great, right? Wrong. The company actually found out that the CEO was running a Ponzi scheme, basically taking money from people and putting it in his own pockets, pretending it was an investment. Now, as an accountant in that situation, it's really not a good thing. Even though I had no idea what was going on, it was not a good situation. So my job no longer existed. Well, I actually had a really tough time. I could not get a job as an accountant in my community because everybody knew about that situation. It was a big deal for our little community. So that was my degree, that was my livelihood, that was my career path, and it now no longer existed. So thank goodness, I had this business on the back burner. I dove in with both feet and decided I was ready for a change. And most people do this job part-time on the side before they ever think about quitting their full-time job, but I didn't have that choice. So thank goodness for this. Now I actually make more than I did as an accountant. I'm much happier. I love getting up in the morning because I get to do this. I may actually make 6 figures working from home. Last year I was able to retire my husband, and we're free to travel, to live life. We don't have to ask for time off. We get to enjoy each other and enjoy this amazing life that's in front of us. We are ending the trend of obesity. We all know someone who's affected by the obesity epidemic, and it just keeps in 2014, 34.9% of Americans were obese. So that's not just overweight, that's obese. And that's really a sad number because in 2013, the number was 23.8. So obviously we are still, really struggling with getting the right nutrition to people and getting people active. That's really why you guys are here, because we need more help. And there's so many effects physically, and then I think mentally is where we kind of forget, because when you're overweight and you don't feel good about yourself, it's low self-esteem, lack of confidence, low energy, not doing anything, not being able to play with your kids, and then maybe even bullying. So it really is a big deal. In fact, this generation of kids is the first that is actually not going to outlive their parents, which is very sad, very sad. So obviously there is a mission here, and that's why I'm hoping that you guys will all join us, because we really need the help. Before Team Beachbody, there's a company called BEACHBODY, founded by Carl Deichler and John Congdon in 1998. When they started, they launched a few workouts. You probably or maybe have heard of them: Power 90, Slim and 6, the big one P90X, Turbo Jam. And what they did was they had these message boards, and people were getting together in groups and saying, okay, I'm doing P90X, when are you going to start? And they'd start together. They'd call each other out if they missed a day. And the people who were being so active in those groups and really pulling everybody together and calling people out and really making sure people were sticking to their workout, those became our founding coaches in 2007 when Team Beachbody launched. Since the launch of Team Beachbody and the coaching network, it's just exploded. I mean, you cannot even turn on the TV late at night without seeing one of our infomercials, right? It's so cool. I've actually been on a plane, and in the seat in front of me, I've seen a Focus T25 infomercial. So it's everywhere. Obviously, some of the big ones: Insanity, Turbo Fire, Body Beast, T25, 21 Day Fix, PIO, of course, Shakeology, and some of our amazing supplements have launched since then. So we are thriving, and there's always new things coming up all the time. In December, Insanity Max 30 launched, like an Insanity, but in 30 minutes, and whew, kicks your butt. And then in February, we actually launched the 21 Day Fix Extreme, which takes the idea of understanding portions, and it just made the workouts more intense and made it so there's no cheating. 21 days, and you're eating super clean, you're working out. Amazing, amazing results. And then the biggest thing that has launched recently is our Beachbody On Demand, which is really cool because it's kind of like a Netflix for coaches or for workouts, in that you log on and there is a whole host of our Beachbody workouts, full programs on this site. So as long as you have internet and either a smartphone, a tablet, a computer, a laptop, any mobile device, any device at all that connects to the internet, you can stream those workouts. It is so cool. So if you like doing Turbo Fire one day, you fire it up, you do Turbo Fire, hit 15, then you're like, you know what, I need a little more. You pull out Brazil butt lift and do cardio SHA and get your groove on a little bit. You can do all that right from one screen. So very, very cool. We're definitely, getting with the technology and coming, really ahead of the time. So very cool. So since the launch of the network, our income has just skyrocketed. And this is very rare in a company like ours that's network marketing. And the reason is because most companies don't make it past 3 years. So the fact that we are well into 2015, it's pretty amazing and just growing. We actually had our first $1 billion revenue year last year. So this year, the sky's the limit. With that growth, though, our coach growth has also raised, but our customer base has also grown. And that means we need more coaches to get a customer the support and the help that they need. So that's a really important thing to think about as well. We really need more help so that people are getting the help they need without having to do it on their own. So what makes Team Beachbody unique? We have fitness, our amazing programs, which we talked about, nutrition like Shakeology. We have peer support, and we have amazing, amazing rewards. So let's talk about some of those. Nutrition, Shakeology. This is the best thing on earth. I swear, it's amazing. I actually had one right before this webinar, so I'd have a ton of energy for you guys to be pumped up. But Shakeology is not just a protein powder, not just a meal replacement shake. It's a whole foods nutrition shake, meaning that it has all your vitamins, all your nutrients. It's super, super yummy. It comes in chocolate, which what more could a girl want, really? And it's actually clinically proven now to help you lose weight, lower cholesterol, lower blood pressure, and regulate your blood sugar. So you can't get anything better than that. I drink it every day. My family drinks it every day, and I can't imagine not having it. And we have something for everybody, right? Not only do we have our workouts, but we have gear like our power stands for push-ups and yoga mats and weighted gloves and resistance bands, all that good stuff. We have our cleanses, which are actually super healthy cleanses where you're actually eating food. The Ultimate Reset, which is 21 days long, and then the 3-day Refresh, which is only 3 days long. And then, of course, we have things like our other supplements, like Results and Recovery Formula, which you can take after your workout to help reduce soreness, or Energy and Endurance, which you take before your workout for just a little natural boost of oomph. And our results are proven. That's why we have a money-back guarantee on everything, including coaching, because we know that it works. We know that if you stick with it, you eat right, you do what you need to do, your workouts, get it all done, you're going to see amazing results. And Beachbody gets thousands and thousands and thousands of success stories into their offices every week with people who have done our programs and gotten amazing results. So the results really speak for themselves. You can see a few here, but pretty amazing. And peer support. I think one of the most amazing things is the people that I've met in this business. Some of them are my closest friends now, and I never would have met them except that this business brought us together, which I think is really cool. But they're some of the best people you'll ever meet. They're positive. They have, similar goals as you and similar mindsets as you. So we really all get along so very well. And what's great about coaches is that we actually care about who we're working with. So we're not just going to say, oh, here is this program, good luck. We're actually going to, help them when they get their program, get them into an accountability group, work with them to get the best results possible and keep them accountable. So we're never just handing someone something and saying, see ya, we care, we want to be there from start to finish and really help them get great results. So coaches are pretty amazing people. So what is a coach? I'm actually going to start with what a coach isn't. So a coach doesn't have to be a fitness or nutrition expert. I know that I would not call myself either of those. You gain a lot of knowledge being in this business because you're going to be listening to celebrity trainers. You're going to get tons of information, but you don't have to be an expert. Any knowledge that you have is more than somebody starting out, right? You don't already have to be at your fitness and nutrition goals, and you'll see my before picture in a little bit. I certainly was not. But what happened was going through workouts and sharing my progress, my success, my struggles, my story. That is what really made me successful because people saw that I was a real person going through a real workout, getting results, being in the trenches, actually doing the whole thing. And that's really what this coaching is all about. And you don't have to be an experienced salesperson. If I had to sell and that was my livelihood, I think I'd probably starve. So you really don't have to do that. Instead, what you're going to do is, like I was talking about, you're going to share your story. So you're going to share how people can change their lives and achieve their goals. And the way you're going to do that is be committed to being proof that the products work, working out and drinking Shakeology and making sure that you are sharing that story of yours and saying, you know what, I didn't feel like working out today, but here's what I did to help myself get through that, right? Or saying, gosh, I had such a great workout today and I can't wait for tomorrow. Being that positive, motivating person. And then you're also going to be working on improving and developing yourself, working on yourself, becoming the best you that you could possibly be. That's what surprised me so much about this business is I started really diving into personal development and working on me. And doing a webinar like this before, it would have freaked me completely out. I probably would have thrown up or something before it. And now it's just part of what I do, and I love doing them. So really working on yourself. I know that through this business, I'm a more confident person. I'm a better leader, a better person, a better friend, a better wife. I'm a better, all around, better me. And I really credit that to the personal development in this business. So here are some of the benefits of being a coach, and this is so cool. Set your own work hours. So oftentimes on Fridays, my husband and I actually take part, like the afternoon off and go do a fun day Friday where we, see a museum or, go to a happy hour or something super fun because we can. And I think that is so amazing. You can work part-time or full-time. Most people have, if you have a full-time job, start doing this on the side. The great thing about this business is it can be sprinkled throughout your day. So if you have, half an hour in the morning before work, half an hour at your lunchtime, and then you have like an hour at night after the kids have gone to bed, perfect. So you can sprinkle it into your day. You can build, online or in person. I feel this business builds so well online. It really lends itself to the online space. In fact, most of my business, I would say 90% of it really has been online, probably even more than that. It's really simple to build on social media, and we'll walk you through how to do all of that. And you get to share your passion and attract people. So as you're becoming this positive force and this positive person who's in the Facebook news feeds and saying hi to everybody while you're on the street, just smiling at them, for goodness sakes, it doesn't even happen anymore, right? So as you're becoming this positive person, people are going to be attracted to you. People are going to want to work with you. and that's a pretty amazing feeling. And then our rewards, pretty sweet rewards. Of course, we have commissions, and you actually get a 25% commission on everything that's purchased through your website. Bonuses for team growth. So as your team grows and works their business, bonuses are distributed throughout the team. So pretty cool there. You get trips. So far in this business, since I've started, I've been to Atlantis, Disney World. I've been on a Western Caribbean cruise. Next month we go to Cancun, and the year after, next year, we're actually going on another Western Caribbean cruise, even different ports this time. All of that on Beachbody's dime. So it's pretty amazing. Amazing recognition. So I know that at my old job, when I would do something well, it was just expected, and nobody ever said, "Hey, good job." You know? So Beachbody makes sure that as you are doing things well, you are really recognized for that. And then learning and personal development. So as I was kind of talking about earlier, just getting to improve yourself and becoming the best you can is one of the most amazing things, and it's encouraged in this business. And we have outstanding support when you sign up as a coach. So you're not just going to sign up and then be left to figure it out on your own. We have amazing training and tools to get you started in this business. So we have some pretty cool, we actually have an online office, and all of this is actually housed there so that you can go right in and get started right away. Amazing communication. So in that online office I was talking about, the front page of that, it has this highlighted yellow section with breaking coach news, and what that has in it, it's everything that's going on in Beachbody. So you have like a one-stop shop for anything that's going on. And that includes, price changes or events coming up or a new program launching. And then of course we have my favorite, which is the coach FAQs. So let's say you have a question on something. You go to our FAQs, you type in that subject, and it pops up every question you could imagine on that subject. So pretty amazing. And then of course you're going to be connected to all the social media sites. So each program and coaches themselves have Facebook pages, YouTube pages, Instagrams, Twitters. It's pretty incredible. So you can really be connected at all times. One of my favorite resources is YouTube, because there are stories on the Shakeology YouTube channel for anything you could think of. People that have had certain afflictions and they try Shakeology, and it really helps with that. Amazing success stories on there. So it's an amazing resource for you, and then to share with people that you're working with as well. So let's get down to a little more detail on how to earn. So as I said, you get a 25% commission on anything that is purchased through your website. So for example, let's say you sell a P90X, that's $119.85, and at 25% you get $29.96 commission. Let's say you sell Shakeology as a percent on that, which is $32.49, for a total of $62.45 in commission for just 2 programs. That's pretty good if you ask me. So that's one of the ways to earn. The other way to earn is through bonuses. So what happens is you are going to start as a coach. When you start as a coach, you're going to start building your team. And while you're building your team, the person you sign with is also going to be continuing to build their team. All of those coaches that are under you are going to be creating volume, and that's going to basically make a bonus for you and everybody on the team. So as we all work together and succeed, that's the way it really works. We work together as a team, we succeed together, and that's why we work so well together, because we want each other to succeed. So I think that's one of the most unique things about our business, is that we want you to succeed. We want to help you get there. So what can you expect from our team? So my team is Team Dynamite, and I work really closely with my success partner, another Star Diamond and successful coach, Kelly Nyforth, who leads Team Awesome. So it's led by 2 top leaders and 6-figure earners. We offer you monthly new coach training every month, weekly team training meetings, which will help, with anything that you might have, need a little more clarification on. A full training website that's available for you. Rank advancement training, so how to move up in the ranks and then how to become a better leader in your leadership training. And then team challenges to plug your customers into. So if you're new, or you just have somebody who bought a challenge pack in the off weeks for your challenge, we have a challenge group that you can plug your customers into. recognition and accountability. So we like to give big shout outs for good things done. An exclusive Facebook group where you can go really connect with the team, ask questions, and everybody is so helpful. So my team page is so full of camaraderie and questions and helping, and we really work together well. So you are in really good hands when you join our team. So speaking of joining, how do you do that? The number one way, and this is the end all be all, the best thing you could do is get a challenge pack. The reason that's the best thing is because you're going to get a fitness program, you're going to get Shakeology, and you're going to get to try our club membership, which includes our new Beachbody On Demand. Pretty sweet. Now, the savings on this is already $50 to $80 because they're a discounted pack with all of that in it. And then you're also going to have your sign-up fee waived. So you're going to save anywhere from $90 to $120 just by getting that challenge pack. The best thing about this is that you're going to get started on your journey. So you're going to start going through a workout program, getting Shakeology, and that's going to start your story. I find it's really hard to be a successful coach if you aren't using the programs. So to me, this is the way to go. You can also sign up with Shakeology. If you don't need a new workout, please get on Shakeology Home Direct because you need to know how this is going to help your body. It's not just a protein powder, it's something you need in your body. You can also just get a fitness program if you're already on Shakeology and just start with something new and start a new story, a new journey. And then after you join a month later, and this happens every month, there is a $15.95 monthly business fee. Now this covers so much. So you actually get a few websites with Beachbody, and they actually maintain those for you. So they update them as new products are added, as the price changes, as there's new deals, all that great stuff. They also provide customer service and product warehousing. So, okay, I didn't mention this, but it's one of my favorite things about what we do. You do not have to buy a ton of product, stockpile it, fill your garage, and then hope to sell it. You do not have to do that. Beachbody is going to take care of that for you. So how it works is people will go to your website, they'll make a purchase, they'll add it to their cart, they'll pay for it. Beachbody will then package it, ship it, and get it to them. You don't have to buy a ton of stuff and fill your garage. So I think that is one of the best things ever. So that's one of the things. But you can see that fee is so small every month and it covers so much. And again, part of that's advertising. Like I was talking about, you can't even turn on the TV late at night without seeing one of our infomercials. It's amazing. So that's just one of the other things to factor in. So in the next 24 hours, the person who invited you is going to follow up with you. They're going to shoot you, a text message or a Facebook message or an email, give you a call, and just ask you what you liked best about this presentation. And they're going to see if Team Beachbody is going to be a good fit for you. How do you feel about it? You don't have to wait though. If you are ready to join, you're like, oh, I cannot wait another moment, because I know that's how I felt when I first heard of it. I was like, yes, I gotta do this right now. Just message or text them or email them or call them and say, hey, I am ready, let's do this. And they're gonna be so excited to hear from you, and I'm gonna be excited to welcome you to the team. So in the meantime, though, I do want you to think about what can becoming a coach do for me. And in just a minute, I'll tell you what it's done for me and my life. I want you to think of who you can help. You might already have some people in mind. You're thinking like a cousin or a friend or a neighbor that could really use some help. And then think about what your goals and dreams are. And I know that might sound a little froofy, but I'll tell you why. This business can afford you anything that you want in life. Absolutely anything. If you are willing to work hard, to follow the to-do list that we'll give you, it's the same one I use every single day, and plug into training, you can have whatever you want in life. And that's just the truth. So it's possible. These are the earnings from 2013. And you can see that there's such a wide range here. And I have to say that Beachbody doesn't guarantee any income level, but I will tell you that your success in Beachbody is directly related to how many people you help and how consistent you are with building it. And if you can handle those two things, then you're going to see great success. But you can see that, the low earnings, that's somebody who doesn't do anything in the business, even still get a couple bucks, right? But the average earnings, like at our first leadership rank, is $3,096. And what's cool about that is that really can start making a difference for you. That's extra income just in your pocket. My favorite thing is at Star Diamond level, average earnings $78,000. Now we're talking some serious full-time income, right? I mean, I think at that point you're saying, yeah, I can do this full-time, right? And then high earnings, of course, the highest earnings that we have are 2.1 million, and that's in a year's time. So like I said, anything is possible when you put your mind to it, when you're consistent, when you follow the list that we'll give you, and really focus on helping others. So here's a little bit about me and how my story has gone. My first year as a coach was in 2010, and I started in May. So from May to December, I made, like I was talking about, that average level of about $3,000. So that was a really great way to start. I was really getting my feet wet, really working on the basics of the business. In my first year as a coach, the first full year in 2011, I made $19,000. So now I was talking about some full-time income, and that's just within that first year's time. In my second full year as a coach, I actually earned a trip to Atlantis, which that was the first time I'd ever been out of the country. So I remember when when the plane touched down, I actually was getting a little emotional because I had worked hard and I was so proud of myself. And for once in my life, I was actually getting rewarded and recognized for my hard work, and that felt amazing. So that year I actually made $54,000, which is a serious full-time income, no messing around. At that point, I'm thinking, okay, this is getting serious, right? My third full year as a coach, we actually got to go to Disney World. They gave us hotel room, park tickets, all that amazing stuff. And I actually hit my first year of making six figures, which to me was incredible. I never saw myself as somebody making six figures until I joined this business. That's when I saw that it was actually possible to have financial freedom in life. So last year was a really big year for me because I was able to do quite a few things. The first is that I paid off all my debt. So when I lost my job, I turned to credit cards like any person might. So I had quite a bit of debt racked up, and I was able to pay all of that off. My husband and I actually spent 10 days beach hopping just because we could, and we can check in from anywhere. We went on a cruise, a Western Caribbean cruise with BEACHBODY, which was really cool. My first cruise I've ever been on. We actually were able to pay for our wedding last year, and we didn't have to rack up a bunch of credit card debt. I know that a lot of new couples start their marriage off in debt, and we didn't want to be that, and we aren't that. We didn't have to do that because of this business. We were able to pay for it, have the wedding we wanted, and walk away without being in debt. We were actually able to also pay for our honeymoon to Napa. And what was cool about that is that while we were doing things in Napa, I wasn't thinking about how much we were spending. I was just enjoying our time together and having a good time, and I didn't have to worry about every little penny. And to me, that's freedom. That's really amazing. And then finally last year, my husband's job didn't exist. And when we sat down together, I said, you know what? I've got this. You don't need to go back to work. So now my husband works at home with me, helping me with my business. And we're able to do so much more because we have that freedom together. And to me, that's what life is about. The money gets freedom. The money is not what it's about. It's about the freedom, and it's about the things you can do because you worked hard, and because you have that. So that to me is what it's all about, and that's what I really want for you. So you need to ask yourself, what do you want out of life? Really, what is it? It could be anything. And then is what you're doing now going to get you there? Because I know that me sitting at that job that I didn't like, making not enough, being underappreciated, doing too much work, was never ever ever going to get me to where I am, not in income and certainly not in freedom. You only get something different by doing something different. And this might be the different you need. I know that it was for me, and I know it's untraditional, but it's given me so much more freedom, and I absolutely love my life. So before I get to our drawing, I wanted to ask if there's any questions. Does anybody have any questions about anything I talked about tonight or about coaching? If you do, there's a little chat section. You guys have been using it some, but if you want to go ahead and chat down there and just let me know if there's any questions at all. And if not, then I'll get to my drawing. And if you guys think of anything else that, usually what happens to me is I get off a webinar and then I'm like, oh, dang, I thought of a question. So if that happens to you, I will leave that event page open. You can head over to it and go ahead and ask questions there, or talk to the person who invited you. They'll be happy to answer any questions you have. And you can always message me as well. I'm Heather Coy Moonka on Facebook, so feel free. All right, I guess we're ready for a drawing then. Are you guys ready? So here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to ask the question, and then I'm going to say, okay, go. And when I say go, that's your cue to type there in the chat box. And the first person to answer will get a 7 days supply of Shakeology. Now, if you are already a coach, I ask that you please don't answer so that we can have our guests win the 7 days of Shakeology. Okay? We good? Okay, let's go. So tonight's question is, I talked about 2 teams that you'll be a part of. Name one of those teams. Okay, go. Oh, furious typing. I saw typing, come on. Names of 2 teams. One's about an explosion, one's really cool. Nobody? Should I ask a different question? Oh, looks like somebody's still typing. Okay, I'll wait one more second. No? I think people typing, so I'm gonna wait. See if you can remember. Okay, I'll ask a different question then. The answer to that was either Team Dynamite or Team Awesome. So let me ask another question. I talked about actually 3 things that launched recently in Team Beachbody. Name one of those. Okay, go. More typing. I know you guys were paying attention. No? Nobody knows? Should I go back and give you a teaser? Now it's just who can read fastest. Nobody wants to win Shakeology tonight? What? All right, well, I guess that we'll try to give away Shakeology another time. Sorry about that. All right. Well, thank you guys so much for being on. And again, if you think of any questions at all, feel free to contact the person who invited you, or you're free to contact me and let me know anything that you'd like. Just let us know, because we're really happy to help in any way that we can with getting you started, and of course answering any questions that you might have. So thanks again for joining us. And again, if you have any questions, don't hesitate. I'm so excited that you guys were on, and really excited to welcome you all to the team. So thanks again, you guys. I hope you have a great night, and hopefully see you on the team soon. Good night, everybody.